seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
Oh yeah, baby. Empress Death, Epitaph for Humanity. 24 hours or less left. Welcome to Coffin Comics Mission Control. This is the show we do when we're crowdfunding. And I'm here to tell you, we're crowdfunding. We're also going to spin the wheel today for 2 lucky backers who are backing our current campaign, Empress Death, Epitaph for Humanity. I'm going to tell you how today's show is going to go. First, we're going to talk a little bit about Empress Death. Next, let's talk about the evil Ernie Kickstarter. Some updates, some surprises, some new stuff. Then, while we're at it, let's show you a little bit about the upcoming Lady Gunfighter. And since we're closing out our Goth Days promotion at the end of this weekend, let's take a look at some of those, right? So, let's get right to it. I want to welcome people like Mosh Pit Matt to the stream. Greetings from Canada. Hello, how are you? Check this out. First thing I want to talk about, Coffin Comics loyalty program. You know, I think we should probably turn this into a graphic and then we'll just go boom to this graphic. And here's the premise. If you back each of our 6 crowdfunders this year for $26 US or more, you will receive a free Super Backer Challenge coin. That's right. No extras, no variants on that coin. Makes it the perfect bragging rights. So 2 campaigns. If you back for 26 or more, we're good. Hello, David Jones. Hello, John. Hello, and evening to Chad and the folks in Canada and people who are watching this stream later. Empress Death, Epitaph for Humanity has an overkill backer bonus. If you guys and gals can share our campaign and attract another 50 to 80 backers in the next 24 hours, we are unlocking this Coffinverse Gallery edition and getting it to all physical backers in their goodies free. But it's going to take an effort. Maybe reach out to someone, lapsed fan, former fan, someone who might like this, someone you don't particularly like but you think would like this. Let them know. That's the way we're going to do this, everybody. We're doing our part. We're asking you to do yours. Optional, of course, only if you wanna, but help us get over the top. And we'll give you this free 32-page comic book, and we'll all love it. Just for reminder's sake, inside are images of all our major characters. It's a fun, fun book. Illustrated by Diego Bernard, colored by various phenomenal talents. So, as you know, our Coffin launch program this year involves comics, cards, prints, and merch. How about considering, let's see here, over here we have the license plate. Get in on the license plate. Eye of the Watcher, hello. Solomon Hopkins, greetings. If you guys and gals have any comments, let me know. I'm getting ahead of myself. Now look, we're here to spin the wheel. You'll notice behind here, we may have some items. And if you're a physical backer of our campaign, you have a shot at this. So tell you what, without further ado, let's pull up the digital. And we're going to find out who we're playing for. Then we're going to spin the wheel on their behalf. So here we go. We're spinning. And the wheel is brought back by popular demand. That is backer 1063. And right now, we have operators standing by. It's like NASA, 750 people behind the scenes trying to identify the actual backer. And that backer is?
Ronald M.
Ronald M. This spin is for you. Oh yeah, baby. Nice. And we've landed on the number 1. Ronald, what is behind number 1? It is an Azure promotional metal card, limited to 15 copies.
15 copies.
We put a value at least of $69, and that is going to you. I like how AKL Filio says Empress Death commands all of our attention. She's definitely been commanding my attention this week because I'm plotting out her second chapter. Woo! And when you read the first chapter, you're going to be like, Coffin Comics is taking no prisoners in this story, and that's true, we are not. All right. What I'd like to do is have you consider adding some items onto the campaign. For your consideration, we have the EOM cover, or the Sun K cover, or perhaps the Greg Land or Lucio Pulido. Coffin Comics pulled out all the stops on this one. I think you can agree. Do you have any favorites? Tell me on the stream. Now, without further ado, let's spin again. So we're going to pull up that digital wheel, which contains all our current backers. We are searching out for 80 more backers, so tell friends, tell enemies. And the backer that we're going to play for is, we're waiting, number 52. I love that. Super duper early in the campaign, probably in the first couple of seconds. Again, I want to say thank everybody for embracing Empress Death. I can tell you that we have well past the $200,000 goal on this. Well, our goal was a lot less, and you guys knocked us out, so thank you. That backer is
Robert W.
Robert W., this spin is for you. And we've landed on number 3. Let's see what's on behind number 3. Oh, wow. It's another Azure metal card. Limited to 15. I know some people like comics, some people like cards. Artwork by Monty Moore. There's only 13 of them. The only way to get them is this way. Folks, Empress Death. Let me set the scene. We need your help to get 80 more backers so that we could unlock the Coffinverse Gallery book and you could get this, and we want you to have it. But we're going to need your help. So please let everyone know we're closing in on this goal, and we really, really want you. Let's see here. October Country Comics. Any chance there'll be a standalone Johnny Devilock? I think so. I'm working out a plan. An artist whose work I greatly admire is illustrating my story in Lady Death Coffin of Horrors. I'd like to see how that goes. The artist is incredible, and man, I would love to offer the Devilock story to this artist. Dream artist for this series, like really good for body horror. We'll see. All right, everybody, stand by. This stream's just beginning. Be back in 1 minute or less. Hello, I am Brian Pulido, publisher of Coffin Comics, and I am delighted to present to you an all-new 48-page diabolical graphic novel entitled Empress Death, Epitaph for Humanity. To redeem her wicked past, Lady Death now defends the innocent and powerless, whether on Earth or in the depths of hell. But what if she could no longer control her insatiable craving for violence? What if Lady Death surrendered to her appetite for destruction? In another reality, the woman once known as Hope renounces her name and becomes Empress Death, a psychotic sorceress with a lust for genocide. Gathering a terrifying horde, she ravages the United States, annihilating everything in her path. Can the last of America's army stand against her? Can even her own flesh and blood children urge her to see reason? Or will Empress Death drown the entire world in blood? Please support our diabolical campaign now and share it with everyone you know. Thank you. Any Evil Ernie fans out there? Did you know that we have an Evil Ernie Kickstarter going, the Evil Ernie Omnibus Series Collection with Dynamite Entertainment? It's been going for about 10 days. We're approaching the midpoint. We're approaching almost 1,000 backers. We're approaching almost $300,000 in funding. But today on the campaign, we introduced a new item I would love to show you. And that is the Jim Ballant Evil Ernie print. This image was once a lithograph, and Jim did 4 gorgeous lithographs representing all the main characters of the Chaos Comics universe, and we are representing them in this customer-friendly format. And man, look at this is Jim inking himself. It's just amazing. And then some of the other cool characters related. I see Homicide, Smiley, Dr. Death. Extra credit for whoever could name him. Yeah. So there's that. This campaign will reprint and represent 1,500 Evil Ernie comics pages in 3 volumes. And also we have other cool things on the campaign like challenge coins. So, however, now that we're going towards the midpoint, in a conversation with Dynamite today, we want to start awarding our backers with some goodies. So let's start with a good old signed Evil Ernie Revenge Glow in the Dark, minty, minty fresh. Signed by yours truly with a little smiley remark. Want to say hello to Nathan Simons. Let's see, is there a fresh image or from the, is this a fresh image or from the archive? Do you like Jim's work? So no, this image actually, Mosh Pit Matt, was originally presented as a lithograph. But here we have the perfect scan of it and file and Jim's approval. So it's awesome. So look, again, 20 days left on the Evil Ernie campaign. Tell your friends, tell your enemies. Is there a lapsed fiend in your life who might enjoy this? We are literally a fiend-funded campaign. To date, there is no paid advertising. You know when you scroll on Facebook and you see paid ads? Hey, we do them too. But to date, Ernie is fiend-funded. So, as a way of saying thanks, we're beginning a program of just giving away good stuff. So, I think that this particular edition, I'm going to give to backer number 69. Now, you got to stay in it to win it. If you drop, you're not getting it. But whoever backer 69 is, and I do not know who that is getting this. Next up, I got one more Evil Ernie Revenge Glow in the Dark, signed by yours truly. A little poignant dialogue with Evil Ernie saying, "Die!" on it. And I'm going to give this to another backer of the campaign. And I would be remiss if I didn't award backer number 666. So backer 666, whoever the heck you are, you're getting this. Yeah. So, if you haven't, go to Kickstarter, search term Evil Ernie. Check out that campaign. Got a lot of good stuff on there. Let's see here. Could unpublished issues finally see the light or day in later Omnibus Chaos Library? There is no unpublished finished work. There are stories I've written, believe it or not, that just were never started. I have an Evil Ernie story I found recently called Evil Ernie the Horror. And I reread it, and it still holds up. I found another Lady Death story I wrote that we didn't get started, not from that era, but from the Avatar era, called Merciful Fate, obviously tipped off to King Diamond. Let's see here. Was that Dead King? Well, no, Dead King was on it. That guy with the Chaos Shield head. You got to guess his name. Let's see here. Nathan's asking how everybody's doing. Solomon, the evil Ernie cover looks like fire. It's true. All right. So, stay tuned. We got a video for you. And when I come back, let's talk Lady Gunfighter. I'm Brian Pulido, publisher of Chaos Comics from the 90s, creator of Evil Ernie, and I'm excited to announce the Evil Ernie Omnibus Collection. That's right, presented by Dynamite Entertainment and Coffin Comics. All the notorious tales are included, from Youth Gone Wild to War of the Dead and every single story in between. That's over 1,500 pages of Evil Ernie apocalyptic insanity, spread out over 3 volumes, guest starring Lady Death, Purgatory Chastity, and more. But that's not all. We're also including every Smiley story too. This is the most comprehensive collection of Evil Ernie ever, featuring the artwork of Stephen Hughes and all our incredible collaborators. Hell has frozen over, fiends. Now you can hold the evil in your hand. Please support our campaign now and share it with everyone you know. Thank you so much, fiends. You effing rule. Let's talk Lady Gunfighter, everybody. Free challenge coin for the first 24 hours for all physical backers. That's right. We're crazy. It's ridiculous, but it's part of the Coffin Comics value stack. In this day and age, got to have some value with this stuff, right? So let's do it. It's true. First 24 hours, you're getting this coin with art by Mike Crome and Dawn McTague, and it's going to be good. Let's talk Lady Gunfighter. Lady Gunfighter, this is the 3rd chapter. The story is called Damnification. Talked a little bit about it yesterday. This continues her journey and pits her against a witch who definitely has her number. Will her demonic pistols finally overtake her? Or can she overcome with the power of faith and her daughter? I don't know. You're going to have to read it. And the introduction of Wild West La Muerta. I got to tell you, Maria Diaz in the present day as La Muerta, she's an aspirational, heroic character. I'm just going to regulate your expectations on the woman that you're going to meet from the Wild West. Because she's just straight up a criminal. So let's just leave it at that. I'm going to check the stream. Would love to see how Lady Death the Morning would have turned out. I don't know how far that storyline got. I just don't remember. I do have the files, whatever. We didn't start the comic, but I probably maybe plotted it. I don't know. Let's see here. So excited for the next Gunfighter and Wild West La Muerta. Thank you so much. What's going on? Sworn says dark purple gold roses. Nathan Simons, Gomez Gang, that's right. So, Damnification starts on Thursday, May 28th at 6 p.m. You are cordially invited to back it as soon as possible to benefit from the coin. And that will continue your journey on our 2026 loyalty program. If you back all 6 campaigns for $26 US or more, you're going to get a free super backer coin. No variants, no extras. Let's talk about some of the basics. Premier edition will be 48 pages, story and art. Story by Brian and Mike, written by Mike, illustrated by Joel, colored by Hedwin, and lettered by Marshall. Have you guys noticed the Coffin Comics creative teams stick together? Do you see that happening in a lot of other comic book companies? Aren't they all fly-by-night? I don't know. But that's what this is going to be. I love this cover. Illustrates the two. But there are 2 distinct stories. The lead story is Gunfighter, and the 8-page backup is the introduction of Wild West La Muerta. Speaking of Joel Gomez, here's the Joel Gomez edition. For the Gomez gang out there, all Gomez gang, this is your required edition. Let's see here. Back to work. Take care, Nathan. The battle damage print set is on fire. Hell yeah, thank you. Brian, will you ever sell copies of your coin holder?
Those were a gift.
Those were a gift. Are you talking about the little horn ones? Those are pretty cool. This is just a lovely gift that showed up. Another consideration for the campaign is the official metal print. I think this one's exceptional. Limited to 50. I like how we're able to dodge the color and let the silver come out, which accents what's already on in the costume, whether it's her face or jewelry. Gorgeous image by Dawn McTague, frequent contributor to Coffin Comics. Happy to ask any other questions about it. I think that we're going to probably, during the campaign, add Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 of Lady Gunfighter, just to catch up in case you hadn't seen it. This is a supernatural Western about a woman named Eliza Ryan who has demonic pistols, and they seem to be kind of claiming her soul, and she's sort of challenged. Does she give them up? But she doesn't want to because she doesn't want them to fall into nefarious hands. It's a complete struggle. She's also a quick shot, and she tends to traverse this very horrific post-Civil War West. Supernatural Western. It's really a horror Western, but supernatural smooths it out a little bit. Let's see here. Dawn is awesome. I agree. And then Ace of the Reckoning says, just one more reason to love Coffin Comics, quality and consistency. Thank you so much. That's what it's about for us. We wake up every day to serve you and to fulfill our mission, which is to provide fun and excitement. All right, one last thing to talk about on this campaign is, let's say, some of these Pearl editions with artwork by Mike Crone, Sora Sung, and the official original art edition, limited to 15 copies by Joel Gomez. Joe will be illustrating a full-body La Muerta, each one custom, each one different, for you, for this campaign. All right, folks, before we wrap this live stream, Coffin Mission Control for this day, little friendly reminder that we're currently running a promotion called Goth Days, because World Goth Day is coming up, featuring imagery by Dawn McTague, and this beautiful foil forged metal. No two are alike, actually. So this is foil printed upon metal. Ooh, that looks pretty on there. We have continuing the Tarot series with artwork by Richard Ortiz. This is The Magician, so this is pretty early on. All these are illustrated and complete, and we'll be offering them once a month over the course of 22 months. We have the popular image by Mike DiBalfo and popular image by the one and only art assassin David Harrigan. Last but certainly not least, Dan Mendoza provides his own thrilling interpretation of Goth Days. That's right. Now, let's, I see there's a questioning here, question by October saying, who wins in a duel, Lady Gunfighter or Roland? Well, it's obvious it'll always be Lady Gunfighter. The Dark Tower is cool and all, and it's been around for 30 or 40 years, but I'm biased. These are my characters. They're always going to figure out a way. And Stephen King is great, but my character will probably beat his character. That's what I'm just saying. Let's see here. Oh, Brian, have any updates on the Chaos Remix hockey jersey for Evil Ernie? Really excited about the final artwork for it. Well, Ace of the Reckoning, right now, I think that the latest most imagery is on the campaign, so no further updates. The personalized version can feature your name and a number of your choice. That's what I know to date. Folks, gotta thank you so much for tuning into Mission Control. And remember, Empress Death, Epitaph for Humanity ends in 24 hours or less, 6 p.m. Pacific Time, Arizona. So get your claims in now. You all been great. I've been Brian Pulido. Holla at you later.
Hi, I'm
Brian Pulido, publisher of Coffin Comics, and I'm excited to present to you an all-new 48-page original graphic novel entitled Lady Gunfighter, Damnification. Death comes quickly and easily in the Old West, especially if you're facing off against bounty hunter Eliza Ryan and her demonic six-shooters. Taking the moniker Lady Gunfighter, Eliza vowed never to let the guns fall into wicked hands. But when the pistols begin to corrupt her very soul, Eliza makes a choice that may forever change her fate. A quest for answers drives the bounty hunter deep into a nightmarish wilderness where death lurks behind every tree. However, for Lady Gunfighter, there is no turning back. While her loved ones fight to survive against a brutal madman, Eliza must face an ancient power more malevolent than any demonic pistol, a seductive witch capable of unspeakable horrors. Bonus story: as midnight falls, a skull-faced ghost haunts the border towns of the Old West. Seeking vengeance, she has taken up a gun and adopted a name, La Muerta. Please support our campaign now and share it with everyone you know. I can't thank you enough, everybody, so thank you.
Oh.